So Square Enix has retroactively censored Final Fantasy VII Remake's flashback scene with Tifa 4 years after the game came out. In what may seem like a completely petty move, Square Enix has gone back to Final Fantasy VII Remake ahead of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's launch just to update the game with a 4.5 gigabyte patch that changes an ending line and censoring Tifa's classic cowgirl look with a black undershirt. Before patch, after patch. RIP. Before patch, after patch. Said Tifa model only appears for a very short period in the flashback shown in Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade, bringing up the question of why it was even done at all. Some fan explanations for this sudden update are to make it more consistent with the censored version already present in Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, as well as the censored versions that appear in Rebirth. As expected, some opposing people on social media ignore how this sets a dangerous big-name precedent for the industry with retroactive censorship even years down the line. Instead, focusing on how the fictional character Tifa was 15 years old in the flashback, and that people against the change should be on a watch list, and that Adult Swimsuit Tifa is there to ogle instead. All right, I believe it was the wise words of anime feminist writer Caitlin Moore who said, that's exactly the choice I would make at her age when I say that when I was in high school, every 15-year-old girl wore outfits they tried to reveal, like they were revealing outfits even when there were no assets to reveal. This is accurate. We should not localize it for the feelings of impressionable teenagers. Anime feminist was right. Hashtag.
Wait, hold on. They should actually be against this because this is basically the dignified thing.
Slut shaming. Right? Yeah.
They're literally raping Tifa right now.
It's unbelievable. She needs to get back at those chuds or whatever that thing was. Did you guys see that thing? Oh, so we covered the Dignify thing. I think that was last podcast, right? And oh my God. So the Rolling Stone wrote that article. What was it titled? 4chan chuds used AI to clothe her. She fought back. Yeah. So Dignify came in and did it again. Woo! All right. Anyway, yeah. So they said you should be on a watch list. Ogle her adult titties. She's real. Of course, modders immediately began making a de-censor patch for the PC version, only for the mod to be where Nexus Mods drew the line of what was deemed acceptable. The de-censorship patch can still be found here. A look at how Tifa's cowgirl look has changed over the years. Well, look, if this is if this is what the Your Name producer was pursuing, then I don't know, man. I think he has a solid defense that he didn't know, right? So this is, they said, looks like they are finally listening to the people actually playing their games, right? Regarding the beach scene. Never mind. They added an 8 gigabyte update that just censors Tifa's cowgirl outfit. And then we've also got this. The remake update also breaks a vital PC mod. The update broke the important Final Fantasy VII Hook mod on PC. This mod unlocks the dev console, giving access to console commands for the RPG, as well as easy changes to the game's CVARs. This also let modders fix big issues with the PC release, like visual stuttering. As of the new update, the mod is now unusable. Nice things.
I mean, that one might not have been intentional, to be fair, but
yeah, but I don't care if it was intentional. When you when you put a little drop of diarrhea, you ruin the entire game. Tifa's outfit only appeared in a cutscene. Some fans were quickly able to undo Square Enix censorship. Uploaded to Nexus Mods within 24 hours of the patch's release, the uncensored Nibelheim flashback video files mod restored the cutscene to its original state by way of simply switching out the offending video file for its pre-patch version. But just one day after its uploading, players discovered that the mod was taken down by the site's administration and remains unavailable. In a post to his Discord server, the mod's creator, Tifa Bro, who has also made several other Final Fantasy VII Remake outfit mods for the main adult version of the character, confirmed that it had been removed by Nexus Mods staff due to Tifa being 15 years old during the scene in question. Per Tifa Bro, but what about in the world of Midgar, the age of consent is 15? Checkmate. Per Tifa Bro, Nexus Mods community manager Happy Barra.
I like the persona. What would you call it? Yeah.
Argument.
The mod changed the age.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
She got held back. We made her dumber.
The mod adds in the old outfit, but also changes her age canonically to be 18.
The mod slips a driver's license into her pocket.
Just a note pinned to her pocket that says "I am 18," written in crayon. It's like when you have to sign the permission slip for your children, right? And they like pin it to your shirt when you go to school so you don't lose it, right? But it just says, "I am 18. You may lewd me." Signed, fuck off, right? Per Tifa Bro, Nexus Mods community manager Happy Bar reportedly informed him, "We do not wish to host a mod that portrays an underage character in a way that the original designers deemed was no longer appropriate." Tifa Bro then shared the mod files within Discord, which has since gone on to being spread around on Twitter and other social media platforms. Nexus Mods have been known to remove mods they deem offensive. This includes a gender swap mod for Baldur's Gate 3, which removed a lesbian romance, mods to remove the pronoun modifier from Starfield, and a mod which replaced LGBT pride flags with the US flag in Marvel Spider-Man Remaster, the last one being removed despite it making the exact same edits to the game Sony did to get the game released in the Middle East. Oh man, I almost like I said that earlier already. During the writing of this article, the Nibelheim flashback fix was available on Nexus Mods from another modder. It stated that it fixes the video bug in the Nibelheim flashback introduced in version 1.003. This mod was also removed before publication. All right. Now, I would like to do a service here to Vera Dark, who covered this and said, Square Enix censors Tifa outfit in 4-year-old Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. Sweet Baby Inc. and Ethics Department approved. Now, Sweet Baby Inc. was involved in Forspoken for Square Enix, right? I don't know if they're involved in Final Fantasy specifically. However, Square Enix did have that scandal about their ethics department, right? Where they had like a department designed to remove all problematic things before it even gets into the game, which again, anime feminists said, that white are sanitizing the localization to remove problematic elements, blah, blah, all that shit, right? So now they're just trying to make sure it never gets in the game so that there is no controversy, right? So Vera had a perfectly reasonable take on it. The mention of Sweet Baby Inc. for some reason got the ire of Lofty Pixels, who said, "Sweet Baby who? Cope harder. Look at these tatas," right? To which Vera replied, "They look amazing. Not everything in the game is censored, and I'm happy about that. But that doesn't excuse the fact that as we're heading to an all-digital future, a major gaming company casually went in and changed content years later, L plus ratio." To which Lofty doubled down and said, "Booba exists, plus black fabric, plus L, plus pick me, plus ratios, stunning and brave." To which Vera said, "No need to be salty. You've gotten destroyed by a girl. It's okay, Lofty." By the way, Lofty Pixels, isn't that the editor for The Quartering?
At one point he was. I don't know if he still is or not.
Like, holy fuck. I knew people disliked this guy, but I had not encountered him in the wild until now. And then somebody else came in and said, it doesn't mean, and this is in reference to Vera quote tweeting it and then backing her up with, it doesn't mean they didn't censor the ethics department more. Continue with Square Enix, which means more LGBTQ plus ideology and more censorship in the updates. Be careful, right? And so they pointed out, just like the general stuff about how it broke the mod and all that stuff before launch, day one patch, just as a joke, like this is going to happen in the new game, right? That we covered last podcast. And then Square wants gay Tifa. Western audiences demand Final Fantasy VII Rebirth LGBT edition, or LBGT as Flash calls it, for gamers. And Sweet Baby Inc. lists Square Enix as their clients on their website, right? So just throwing that out there, right? Again, I think it was for Forspoken they were probably involved in. Which, by the way, when I go to Book Off to try to buy a PS5 game, you would not fucking believe the sheer goddamn number of Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and Forspoken that they have for sale for like next to nothing. because they have such a huge quantity of these shit games.
I mean, yeah, that happens with Starfield too, right? They can't get rid of them. The Walmart was giving them away for fucking nothing, basically, right?
I don't know how I keep fucking this up. But somebody else had the same idea. Like, this is what is going to happen. They're going to take the titty scene and they're just going to raise up that thing so they're not as prominently displayed. And I saw this before last podcast, but chose not to cover it. And now I feel like I must. Final Fantasy VII Western spinoff. It's such a piece of art. Truly the epitome of modern audience. So they photoshopped on Mary Jane onto Aerith. And the girl from, what was that game we were just talking about yesterday? Fable, yeah. The shitty looking girl in the new Fable face onto Tifa. And then Final Fantasy VII Rebirth physical discs are mislabeled in Japan and Asia. So to add insult to injury, there's a play disc and a data disc, and they put the label on the wrong one. So in order to play it, you have to install the data with the play disc and then play on the data disc. This only occurred in Asia, apparently.